What's going on YouTube? azneyeswhitedragon here. So this is Nicky Lacaille's agent deck, Tourguide agent deck that topped in Toronto. He got second place, so shouts out to Nicky. So this is his deck, and I'm just going to talk a little about why he ran some cards that he did. So we'll get on with the deck list. So 3 Shine Balls, pretty standard, you know. It works very well with Birdman because you can just return a Shine Ball and then special summon it again using Venus's effect. And then it opens up a lot of plays, you know, getting Trish out early can hurt your opponent, and if they don't have any back row, and they go like Tourguide, Sangan, and then just leave Sangan there, and you remove Sangan, it can hurt them a lot, because you can already run over Tourguide, and pretty darn good, although you don't get to really remove anything in the graveyard, if your opponent just goes Tourguide, Sangan first, and then no back row. And then next up we got 2 Christias, and kind of obvious for that, and then Blackluster Soldier, and then the Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer is pretty darn nice, just because you have extra targets. And if you happen to have too many targets for, you know, Christia, you can just remove another light, and then it helps out. Plus, like, if you don't want to remove your fairies, you always have your Veilers, which are a light target. And then 3 Veilers, because it is pretty nice, especially if you don't have any back row other than Trap Dust Shoot, which is already chainable. Pretty darn good. Plus, Effect Veiler is also a tuner, which is nice. And it's also level 1, so it kind of helps out. And then we got the double Birdman, which combos very well with like Gores, and you know, you have other options. Returning Gores is always very dirty. And then the token Gores gets his light, which will combo very well with Honest, and Gores pretty good because when you're running 1 Trap Dust Shoot, pretty darn good. And then Honest, because Honest is very unfair, because no matter what monster your opponent has, you can just drop Honest and you're pretty much good to get over it. And then 3 Hyperion, just pretty darn good. And then we got the Sangan to search out your Earth, or you can search out a Veiler or another Tourguide. And then we got 3 Venuses, even though, you know, once you use 1 Venus, it's kind of, you know, done. But it's a 1600 attacker, and if you have, like, Gotchi on the field, you know, it's 2000, pretty darn good. And then Jupiter, which is something kind of different that, you know, some players don't like to play. But 1800 attack is relatively good, plus the effect is not that bad. I mean, pretty much you're not going to have Sanctuary effect, so you're pretty much going to just use it for the 800 boost. And then we got 3 Earths, which searches out your Venus. Pretty good. And it's also a tuner, and if you open up with like Honest and Earth, you can drop the Honest, and then, because you've already searched your Venus out, when you summon your Earth, then you can go Venus, get, you know, double Shine Ball, and then just go straight for Trish. Pretty good. And then we got the 3 Tourguides, which get out Sangan, plus it puts the Darks in the graves for, you know, Envoy, and also Chaos Sorcerer. And then, or if you, you know, just want to go for Sangan to search out Veiler, works pretty nice. And then Double Trag, which is really nice, because if you do go for Tourguide Sangan, they usually can run over your monster, so you drop that Trag, and then maybe you can Exceed, or you can do some other things. And then also, when you summon Earth, Trag is very good with that too, because they're going to run over Earth, because they always do, because 1000 attack. And then we got the Dark Hole, the heavy Reborn, and then 3 MSC just to deal with back row, and then 3 Duality just to get that Earth first turn, or you know, whatever you need first turn. Pretty darn good. And then just the Trap Dust Shoot. And as far as extra deck, just pretty standard, other than the Justice Decisive Armor, which is pretty darn good against any Light Sworn player, or, you know, Agents, which are pretty hot this format. Pretty good. And then Ancient Sacred Wyvern, just, you know, those OTKs just so fast. And then an Armory Arm, I'm not sure how he was pulling it off too often. I mean, I'm thinking that he should have put in like Utopia, just because Utopia is quite good. Maybe Mind Control, just so you can, you know, use some other types. But I mean, like, I guess you can go Earth and Shine Ball for it, but I don't know, it just didn't seem as useful in my opinion. But, you know, he topped, so congrats to him. But then we got Black Rose, Brio, Gaia Knight, Force of the Earth, just for those level 6s that sometimes you need. I think he's using Army Arm as a stepping stone to synchro up to higher level synchros. Same thing with Gaia Knight, plus Gaia Knight gets over Stardust, and 2600 is pretty darn good. I'm surprised he didn't play Orient Dragon over Gaia Knight, but you know, if it worked out for him, that's great. And then we got an Android, Scrap Dragon, a Stardust, Trish, Utopia Ray. Actually, I don't think it was Utopia Ray. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what this was? This was Utopia. I just typed in Utopia Ray, I guess, and just grabbed that one. So this is actually Utopia. So he did have it. Okay. So then we got Gotchi, and then we got Levier, and we got number 17. So, you know, Tourguide and Sangan into that, and then get run over if you're removed from play fairies, maybe Venus, if it got bottomless and you didn't want to call priority. Pretty darn good. But this is his deck, and congrats to Nicky for topping. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.